today on the workbench we have a PS5 disc edition. It's in the shop because it has a disc stuck in the drive and it needs a deep clean. It's pretty bad. Got a lot of dust in here. Let's see if we could see it. So there's some of the dust. There's a bunch in here. I'll once I get the side panels off, we'll take a closer look at it. And we can't really see anything going on with the disk drive yet. Ports are even a little dusty, but we'll be right back with the panels off. Oh yeah, so here's the fan. It's pretty bad. I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up before we take the back side off. Here's the other side of the fan. Gonna get that sucker unscrewed and taken out. Here's it with the fan removed. Fan itself. Alright, we have the disk drive out. Let's see if I can do this one-handed and find out what disk is in here. Twist, twist, twist. Oh. Okay, it's not going to be that easy. I'll be right back. Okay, so I was able to get the disc out. Here's what it was. It Takes Two. I haven't personally played this. I heard it's kind of a fun game to do with a partner. But I don't see anything wrong. So I'm going to put the disc drive back together. Then I'm going to set it aside. I'm going to do all my cleaning. Then I'm going to reassemble. Then I'm going to hook the disc drive up and see if it'll pull it in and eject it back out after that. I'm not sure what happened. The gears they're not skipping or anything. Everything's pretty tight over here. So that's what we're gonna do, and we'll be back. Okay, so I figured out what the issue was with the drive. Let me set this down here. This little hinge piece right here, from where the disc was jammed in, this was popped off, which in turn had this shoved up underneath this little groove that's down here. You can see that. Let me put this down. Grab a pointer. Alright, so you can see that's a little tab you can see from the top, and it goes underneath this groove here. This area, tab, and the groove is underneath this plastic piece here. And this was actually snapped a little bit, not completely through the plastic, so I hit it with some glue and we're letting it dry. And this is just a support for the spring that goes in here. We have two of them, one for each side, so they go in here and press down on this. One goes in here and presses down on this tab, and that's what holds the disc to this part of the drive here. So that's on pause. We're gonna go ahead and get this cover or the case completely tore apart so I could get in there and do some more cleaning. You can see the heat sink a little bit. It's full of dust. It's gonna be pretty dusty underneath there. So a couple more screws to take out here and we'll be back. Okay, so I have all the screws out. Oh, missed one actually. I have all the screws out except for that one, and then we're ready to pull this heat shield off. I'm gonna get that last screw out and we'll see what we got underneath. All in all, actually not too bad. Let's set this out of the way. Power supply. Yeah. Well, we're gonna keep cleaning. Alright, so after getting all the screws out, we're gonna go ahead and pop this top cover off. And the next step is to take both these out, pop the motherboard out, and check the liquid metal. Alright, so we popped the board apart. Here's the liquid metal. And we got a heck of a dry area on it right all through here. It's all pulled to this corner. Like maybe it was stood up on its side most of its life. Here's the heatsink. Same thing, all dry right there. Gotta get all that scrubbed up. Scrub all this over here, get all that oxidation off, and then reapply the liquid metal. So, let's get to it. Alright, here we are. That's pretty much what you want to see. I'll collect up the little remnants of some liquid metal here, get it pulled up in this big blob, and then get her spread across. A little bit dark spots still here and there. I'll give it another go around, touch it up real good. We want to get rid of all of that. We want it nice and shiny and beautiful. So that's pretty good right there. I'll get a little bit more even. But there's a bunch here too. After I scrub that up and get it spread around, it'll fill in the spots over here. Alright, we're ready to get put back together. We're going to go ahead and reassemble everything, and then we'll be back once we're back together. After a bit of a struggle, I was able to get both springs in here. They were a pain. The other one's on this side. They're both in. That tab's holding up well, looks pretty good. And now we're gonna get it back together. And then drop the system back in its case, reassemble it, and then we will test. Before it goes completely back together, I just kind of want to do an overview of it being clean. Looking pretty good, looking pretty good. Alright, so here we are again. We have the PlayStation 5 completely back together. We're going to go ahead and try it out. So let's see if the disk drive works now. Pulls it in. That's pretty loud, but... And it reads, does it eject? And it ejects. So, deep clean, disk drive fixed, good to go. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe.